In the early morning of April 26, 2003, 27-year-old Aron Ralston set off alone into the isolated Bluejohn Canyon in Utah. The desert air was cool, and the sandstone cliffs around him glowed orange under the rising sun. A seasoned adventurer, Aron carried his climbing gear, a small backpack, and a multi-tool knife. He didn't tell anyone where he was going. A few hours into his descent, Aron reached a narrow slot between two towering canyon walls. As he lowered himself between the rocks, a suspended boulder shifted. In a sudden crash of dust and stone, the 800-pound rock pinned his right forearm against the canyon wall. His body was twisted, stuck in a standing position. He was trapped. At first, he shouted for help, but there was no one. The canyon was silent. He tried to move the boulder using his climbing ropes and body weight, but it wouldn't move even an inch. As night fell, the desert temperature dropped below freezing. Aron had only a small amount of water, a few snacks, and no sleeping gear. Over the next 5 days, Aron endured freezing nights and scorching daytime heat. He sipped water sparingly and used his climbing gear to collect any moisture. He filmed video messages to his family on his small camera, explaining what had happened. His skin burned from the sun. His trapped arm had gone numb. Hope began to fade. By day 3, his water was gone. He carved his name and date of birth into the canyon wall, expecting to die. On day 5, delirious and weak, he made a final decision. Using his dull multi-tool knife, he broke his own radius and ulna bones by torquing his body. Then, slowly and painfully, he cut through his muscle, tendon, and finally his skin, freeing himself. With his severed arm left behind, he wrapped the stump in a makeshift bandage. Covered in blood, Aron rappelled down a 65-foot rock face using his other arm. He then hiked through the desert for nearly 6 miles in the burning sun, dehydrated and barely conscious. Hours later, he was spotted by a Dutch family hiking in the canyon. They ran to help, gave him water, and called for emergency services. Aron was airlifted by helicopter to a nearby hospital. He had lost over 40 pounds and suffered from blood loss and extreme dehydration, but he was alive. Aron Ralston's survival was more than a physical escape. It was a mental and emotional battle. He faced death alone in silence and found the strength to fight back. His story became a global symbol of human endurance, inspiring books, documentaries, and the Oscar-nominated film 127 Hours.